Keeping up with today's fast-paced world can be difficult. Accelerate your life with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Surf, stream, and game like never before. Give us a call at 509-754-2600 and find out more at ifiber.tv.
'Tis the season when that most brainy-looking and coveted of mushrooms starts popping up all over the understories of forested areas across the Evergreen State. Not only is this year's crop of morel mushrooms in Washington expected to be a bumper one, but it's also staging to send a record number of recreational hunters and commercial pickers alike trekking into the wild to forage for the fungal delicacy.
With the big fires of last year, in this case we had three big ones that were outside the wilderness areas. The Crescent Fire, the McLeod Fire, both in the Methow Valley Ranger District up by Winthrop and Twisp, and then the Cougar Fire outside of Entiat. And with these big fires, the next year we found that the morel seasons really popped.
Public culture surrounding the search for morels has greatly intensified in recent years, due in large part to a rising commercial demand for the mushrooms, which are a prized ingredient for many restaurants, and the lofty prices they fetch, which can be upwards of $100 per pound. This competitive escalation among pickers has required forest managers in Washington to increase their level of oversight during morel season.
We've increased these foodies, we're getting more and more demand for the mushroom. So we try to manage it because in the past, when it was unmanaged, there could be some conflicts among the users. So a lot of that money we take in goes to pay overtime for our law enforcement people just to make things move smoothly there. And we also set up camps for them. In the past, the commercial operators have camped wherever they want to. And we're trying to minimize the environmental damage by putting them in specific spots.
Along with the efforts to mitigate any potential skirmishes between rival morel hunters and lessen the harvest's environmental impacts, forest officials are also putting a greater emphasis on public safety this year, especially in and around the burn scars left by the region's large wildfires of 2018.
People have to be aware anytime they go out in the woods. There's always hazards out there, especially in these burned areas. They should consult their weathermen, because if we get a big drop of rain, remember these soils are all denuded, there's not the vegetation to stop them, so it can be some flash flooding type events. And if you're out in the snags, you worry about the wind a little bit.
Permits are required for the commercial harvesting of morels on the Entiat and Methow Valley Ranger districts at costs ranging from $30 to $100. Personal use pickers are allowed to gather up to 5 pounds of morels per day free of charge. Morel season officially kicks off today and runs through July 30th. Reporting for iFiber One News, I'm Chris Hansen.